Quite recently, I was reading a book on women and the work, the environment they are in, all these things was covered in that book. Also, I happened to watch quite few movies. In all those movies, I kind of felt that women are forgetting to speak up for themselves, which is very important. Any person for that matter should speak up, but in all these that I saw and read, commonly what I found is that women always do not speak up. At least most of the women do not speak up. And that is the reason why I thought of making this video, why women should speak up, and 10 tips that will help women to speak up. Alright, so let's go into the video right away. I have a mind map made and I'm ready with the concepts and tips. I believe this video will be useful. To get more such videos, I definitely recommend that you subscribe and hit that bell button so that you will get more information like these. Alright, so of this there are 3 concepts that we need to understand first on why should a woman speak up and why a woman does not speak up naturally. The thing is that the first difference between a man and a woman is we need to understand, like how the book says, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Yes, these are 2 different places. It is not that naturally men and women are coming from there. It means that people, men and women are completely 2 different people with different thought processes, different kinds of ideas, everything. Yes, so the first most important thing is a man should respect a woman's space. If she's trying to talk something, do not cut her in between. And if someone is cutting you in between, try to be polite. Try to tell them that they'll have to let you finish what you are trying to talk. And the second most important thing is that, be it at work or any place else, usually men have this habit of verbalizing. They speak, they tell what they want to. If you are not interested in something, they tell it, no, I can do it. If they are happy to do it, they tell, yes, I am happy to do it. So men are good in verbalizing. Yes, whereas women, they have this attitude of underestimating themselves. They have this idea of talking to themselves, where when they face a setback or when they go through a difficult situation, they start re-evaluating everything that they did in life. They start underestimating themselves. That is one of the major reasons why when someone cuts them in between or when someone does not give them an opportunity, rather than feeling that they should do, they feel maybe I'm not capable of doing it. They take it in the negative tense. Okay. So the third concept, the third most important part is, research actually tells that, TED Talks also have been made on this. Research also tells that in a group, yes, the person who is the most dominant is considered to be the most efficient. I repeat, in a group, a person who is considered to be the most dominant is actually considered to be the most efficient. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, say for example, you are the team leader or you are in a group of 5 to 10 people. And there is a man or a woman who is trying to be very dominant in that case. So, naturally, when the team leader or when the other person looks at them, they try to understand, or they understand it in such a way that that person is heading the team. That person is most efficient. That person is very good in something. Yes, so the one who is most dominant proves that they are most efficient. It doesn't mean that you will have to have a dominating nature. It is just that you need to voice out what you want to. At least talk what you want to. Verbalize what you want to. That is most necessary. So now that we have covered these 3 concepts of how and why a woman cannot talk and why they should talk, the 3 areas, I think we should immediately go into the tips that a woman can use to speak up. I think that is very important. Now that I told why a woman is not ready to speak up in a crowd, I think it is also equally important to tell them why they should speak. Even though I'm concentrating on women here, this also can apply to certain children, certain men. Yes, so I think this will be applicable for everybody for that matter. All right. So the first tip up here is that stop people when they are trying to cut you in between, but stop them politely. Tell them in a voice tone that is friendly and something that is worth being told. Yeah, in that kind of a tone. Tell them that please wait, let me finish what I'm talking, and then you can talk or continue whatever you want to. Or just say that I'm not done yet. You can tell all this. Yes, so that you make people understand that you have not finished your concept. When you try to suppress yourself, when you try to calm down yourself when someone is cutting you, you give them the authority. They start understanding, oh, okay, so if this girl or boy, if this person is being stopped in between, she does not say anything, so it is okay. So you are proving yourself to be menial, to be lower. Yes, so that is one important thing. And the second tip, spend time with yourself. Spending time, cutting down the noise. As soon as you wake up, mobile and then social media, lots of negativity, specifically in a pandemic time like this. Open the news, it's about death cases and this and that, and lots of negativity, lots of noise around, and then songs, TV. The problem here is that these might entertain you, these might give you an information, but they won't allow you to think. Yes, they won't allow you to think. So the most important part here is cutting down the noises at least for 2 to 3 hours in your life. Take time for yourself. If not 2 to 3 hours, 10 to 15 minutes is still okay. Try to analyze yourself, what you're good at, find it. So spend time with yourself alone. It can be while you're cooking in kitchen. Don't play music, don't play the radio. Spend time to yourself, analyze, think. Yeah, that can also happen. You just have to find out where, when, how. The next important part is be mindful of your self-talk. That's very important, because most of the times we women are given this tag that we overthink. Yes, we have this tag that we overthink. When we give time to overthink, we overanalyze things, which naturally lets us to put ourselves down. It makes us to question our abilities, to question ourselves, our decisions in life. Stop overthinking immediately. If there are chances that you have to overthink, that you are overthinking, be mindful of what you are thinking. That's very, very important. Yes, okay. So the next important tip is don't be clingy. If you are a married person, or if you are in a relationship, if you're not in any, to your father, to your mother, to your brother, to your friends, it can be to anybody, don't be that clingy person, because a clingy person is someone who always wants the support of somebody else, who always expects someone to praise them, who always expects to be there for them. Yes, that is a clingy person. They are losing their nature of being independent. You lose your independence and you are moving into a very dangerous phase of dependence. When you are clingy, your job might be easy, things might be good for you, but the fact is, it is stressing the relationship. After a point of time, they start getting stressed, and over a time, when you're not clingy, okay, when you start realizing this, you start finding it difficult over a period of time when people either ignore you, or when people refuse to do something for you, you find it difficult. So the concept of independence is completely lost there. So now that I told you not to be clingy, definitely you would have found out what is the next tip. The next tip is that try to be independent. It's very, very important. You be a housewife or a working woman, or you can be a young college girl, anybody for that matter, be independent. That is very, very important. It is not that telling that, oh, I am independent, I don't want the support of anybody. That is not how nature works. That's not how life works. Independent is being self-sufficient. You're happy with who you are. You create a space where you respect everybody, where everybody respects you. That is a conducive environment for everyone to live together. That's how it has to be, isn't it? So that is the place. That is what I try to, I try by meaning, try to be independent. Now that, how can you be independent? What are the ways to be independent? Find out areas what you are good at first. Being a housewife, if you're a housewife or a working woman or a single parent, whatever, a college going student, however it is, the point here is that it is very, very important that you find out what you're good at. I'm not just talking about your hobbies. I'm not just talking about in business aspects. Internally, within what you're good. Some might be good in communication, some might be good in conversing with others, some might be good in arts, crafts, knitting, English, many things like this, in video making, in photography. Find out your interest first. That is the most important step in becoming an independent person. Try to analyze your interests. Try to find out the areas you're good at. That will help you to understand your self-worth first. Only if you understand, you can make others understand you. Yeah. The next one is, when you start becoming independent, when you start doing all this, it is extremely important to set up your boundaries. That is very, very important. Because when you are an adolescent and then you become an adult and then you get married, you have a child and then you have husbands and then responsibilities. I have heard many women that I coach, that I've talked to, my mother herself. Once they cross this 35 to 40 years, the borderline, their late 30s and early 40s and all, almost everybody, when they are married, they are very happy. They are living a happy family, but they start asking this question, what about me? Many ladies ask this question, what about me? So they start losing themselves. They start losing their interest. They start, going even above their boundaries. They don't have a boundary limit. They do selflessly everything. And there comes one point of time where they start questioning every single thing in their life, which is very, very dangerous. Post 40s, neither are you happy, neither is your family happy. There starts creating a very big friction between the family life and you. It's not only for a female, this happens to a male as well. So it is extremely important to create your boundaries. And when someone crosses that boundary, just politely tell them, sit with them, talk to them, tell them that it is not okay. If you are hearing a dog barking, it is my dog. I can never keep her quiet. So in my videos to come and in my previous videos, if you ever hear a noise, try to live with it. We'll have to adjust things. I don't want to make many edits and then to make this video. I just wanted to be natural, like as if I'm talking to my friends, family, everybody. So I just don't want to cut, edit anything. It's just that we adjust our mindsets that I have a dog, of course she will bark, let her. Alright, fine. So the next one is when someone is treating you badly. Yeah, be it your husband, be it your children, disrespectfully, not respecting your boundaries. They are asking you to do something over your limit. It's a big, strict no. Don't ever, ever, ever accept it. Never let anyone treat you badly. Earn self-respect for yourself. Self-respect is not something that can be naturally given to you. Not everyone will give you self-respect. Self-respect is something you earn. You live with it. You earn for it. Yes. So you will have to earn it. So don't go above your boundaries. When someone treats you badly, tell them politely that you don't like to be disrespected. That's very important. And the next most important thing is, like a man does. it is very important to verbalize your strengths. Usually, women are easily related to suffering in silence. We all know. Even Gandhiji himself has said, if it is strength and mental power, it is for a woman. If it is for courage, bravery and physical strength, then it is a man. He has told it. Yeah, so we women, we don't want to express everything. We usually don't, but we have to. If people need to know your strength, unless and until you tell it, how will people understand it? How will people know? Verbalize your strengths. Tell what you're good at. Tell what you want. Speak up, communicate, express. That is the most important thing. And the final tip for the day, build self-confidence. When you start finding what is your interest, when you start, feeling confident about yourself, when you do something that you're passionate about, and if you're getting something in return, it can be self-respect, it can be money, it can be anything, you start gaining confidence. So do something that is going to give you confidence. So I believe this video was helpful to you. If you find this video helpful, I'm going to put the mind map that I have here today in the description box. You can look through it for the tips that I have given. Whatever I've spoken, I've written it as tips here. So the mind map will be attached below. You can go and look for it. And if you find this useful, I think you will have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I have a Facebook page. It's a private page. I think you can also join that private page. Let's all talk. Let's all understand. Yes, let's interact more. All right. So, and also I'm conducting a few webinars and all this on how can a woman be financially independent. How can she do what she likes? I'm giving a link for that also below. You can click on it. Be a part of my webinar. Until next video, keep speaking, keep growing. Thank you.